Hi everyone, I did say I'd come back and show you how to do the diver's helmet. This is how I've done mine. Now what I've done is you take a ping pong ball. I've just used a spike. My spike has one spike at the end and then one at the top that bends at a 90-degree angle. All I have to do with this, I'm going to get this going now, is to paint this first. So just paint it in the bronzy colour. It does take a couple of coats, so I'm just going to quickly coat it now and let that dry, and then I can come along and do the next bit. But I do have to make the shoulder section, so we can do that while this is drying. I asked Belinda about me doing the tutorial and she said yes, go ahead, fine. And then somebody wanted Belinda to do hers, which I think you should, Belinda, because you've got a different way of how you did yours. One might suit somebody a little bit better than the other. But then it doesn't matter because it doesn't hurt to have more than one way. You know, more than one video. I'm just going to pop that to dry for a minute. And wash the brush. Okay. And then what we're going to do is just pop the lid on that before I spill it. I've got a large cog for the face, which goes on that ring. These are like curtain rings. So what I'm going to do is, while I'm doing the clay bit, I'm going to get these glued. Hopefully mine. Oh, do you know, I'm covered in that glue strand. Every time. So hopefully it'll come through. Oh God, this is what I hate about these things. I know I should keep a needle in it or something. But we'll just do that anyway. So I'm going to glue the ring, to be honest. And pop. Don't want too much glue on it. Pop the gear on there. Like that, and leave that to dry. I do the same with the others as well. Now they are slightly smaller, so let's just get some glue on there. I'll leave that to dry. I might just glue this actually on these because these are smaller. And it's just the actual cogs that stick out that will be. Oops, a daisy. Oops, come on, get on, get on, get on. Hopefully that will dry. And then we'll just pop that one on there, like that. So they won't take long. I'm just going to pop a little bit more on this one. There we go, that's got that. And then of course I've got a smaller one that I'm going to just glue the watch part to, and just drop that in the centre like that. Oops, now, never thought of that. Yeah, maybe should have just clipped that off. Let me just try and clip that end off. That's it. Drop that on and that should be fine. Yep, that's fine. So we've got those drying. I've put a little bit of water in my Inca Gold, because you can paint with these. That's just to get that going. And then what we're going to do is to make the body section. Now what I did, I just used this air dry clay. Here. And I just took a chunk and just softened it up really by just doing that. Ooh, and then I threw it away. And what I worked out, we need a neck piece. Yeah. So I just, it's just not quite, well, not a ball, as you can see. But then I pinched it like that. And pinched that. And then I just went around, making like a mushroom. Right? Just like that. And then bending that into shape. Like that. And then what I did with this section is I just put my thumb in it. Because what you've got to remember, the ball has got to sit on it. The ping pong ball. Like that. And then you can take off the excess bit that you don't want. I'm just going to cut mine like that. And it just makes it easier for you to handle. You've got it in the shape now that you want. Like that. So there's the neck bit. And you get like a little dip in there. Okay, so we've got that. I might need to pucker that up a little bit more, but that's fine. And then what I can do is take something round or something like that. Because that's, like I said, that's where the ball is going to fit. In there. And then the next bit we just had move that to one to make sure that's flattish. And then I just rolled this bit out. I used to love playing with modelling clay when I was a kid. And then I drooped some round the front. That's too big. That's actually too big. I'm just going to thin that out a little bit more. That's it. That'll do. Take hold of it. Pop that onto there. Drip that round the front like that. And then we can cut that. There. Don't waste that bit because you're going to need that. And I just press that on. Like that. Leave it drooped at the front. And then all I did, I just blended that in at the back. That just held that on there. Like that. And then we just add a neck piece, which is that piece you take off. Like that. And I just flip that around. Like that. And just join that at the back. And blended that in. Like that. And just take that again. And there you go. And then just pulled that out. Like that. I left that to one side. I'm just going to cover this up so I don't want it drying on me at all. Pop this back in its bag. Okie dokie, and then I'm going to just coat this again. Get my brush. The paint I'm using here is Deco Art Metallics. This is a copper. There, like that. Just wash the brush again, and what I'm going to do is just quickly dry this. Put the lid on that. Now I know that's not perfectly dry, but then what I'm going to do is just take something, like I'm going to use my pearly bits, and just stand that in there, so that I've got something, you know, it's holding it for me to work from. And then what you do is you glue your front face bit on. Get the glossy accents. I'm going to try and get it that my face is frontwards like that. Oops. Now you see, there's nothing to hold it basically, so I'm going to put a little bit more glue there. Let's go back and see if we can get that again. Because it's a flat surface on a round ball. So I would have to hold that up, I think, a little bit. Just, yeah, like that. Just hold that up a little bit. Oh, no, it's not doing it. I had it laid down last night, you see. So let me just see if I can get this. See if we can heat dry that a little bit. Oopsie-daisy, it's just taking off. Just going to take it off the point for a minute or two, so that I can hold on to that. And put the other bits on. So we need one, of course, on the top. And just glue that. Try and get that in the centre. That's fine, that's gone on. Just turn it round so that it's level. Take the next one, and you want them at the sides, which I call the ear section. Like that. And then you want one on the other side. seeing you've got that. Right, so I'm just going to move that out of the way, and then what we're going to do is just to pop that in there. Now I'm going to put some glossy accents on the clay itself, and then sit my head on that, like that, see there. And then this front panel, this little section here, will also go on the front. And don't worry about painting it, because you just paint over that and then rub and buff it again. So there you go, we've got that. So what I'm going to do now is just run the paint over it. Let's get another shake. We do it all in one colour, and then we go over it with the gold where we need to. Just get in there as well. Well, you could paint that first before this went on. I didn't do it. But then I never do things how you should, or how people think you should do them. Do I? No, Fifi does her own way all the time. The shoulder on these are actually a little bit flatter than the last one. I do like the other one, how it was. Make sure you paint anywhere that needs touching up. And you see straight away you've created that, and I just think that's fab. Of course that'll need another coat. The punch is in the back there. I'm not worried about that at all. Oops a daisy. That's what you've got to be careful of, is that you put enough on. So I'm just going to take that off and put a little bit more glue to keep that on. So we can get that, and that will dry. Oh, that's straight actually. Oh gosh, straight, that's it. Oh, come off again. There we go, done, 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 done. Don't mess any more with it, Fee. But I'll just wait for that to dry, and then I can titivate everything else up and do the gold over it. And that's how you do it. So I hope that's helpful. I've quite enjoyed doing them. They are easy, simple, but effective. And I've just got some gold to put on mine, which I'm going to do in a minute. Let me just put the lids on these. I just want some more. I mean, this will all have to have gold on it as well, the new one, but I just want to touch up some more with this one. So, remember I soaked this. Got glue strands everywhere. I'm just going to go over it a little bit more with the gold. Yeah, I'm kind of like a little bit of gold on that, I think. And that's it. That's my steampunk diver's helmet. And I'll just show you this one that we did earlier. Like that. Just going to do a little bit of this painting on here. Let it all dry together, to be honest. I will go over that. Don't worry about that. Anything you go over onto the copper, you can just redo the copper bit. That's all I do. Go over the copper bit again. You do need to get the rim on this done. So it doesn't matter if you go on the copper bit. You can get that and do that up again later on. There we go. Like I say, that's basically how you do one. Or how I did mine. So I hope you like that. Thanks for watching. Take care. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye for now.